Hello, folks. Hey, welcome back to the Darion Terry Show, and I'm your host, Darion Terry. I wanted to go ahead and talk to you guys about the aftermath right now of the Jose Aldo Conor McGregor fight, which is one of the biggest fucking letdowns I've actually seen thus far. This was retarded. I do not know exactly why this happened that way, but inside the main event, a lot of people out there lost about $60, and more than that if they were out fucking drinking that night. You know what sucks so much about this is that the fact is about this yearly buildup. Okay, it took 1 year to go ahead and get inside of a fight and go 13 seconds. We're talking about a guy that hasn't lost since 2005. That's why I feel so bad for Jose Aldo. That's why I feel so bad for him. This guy literally hasn't lost since 2005, and all of a sudden out of nowhere just goes ahead and loses to this guy who literally right now a lot of people really are just learning about. Conor McGregor, even though at 7-0 in the UFC as of right now, 6-0 before that fight, a lot of people didn't know too much about. Then we have a guy that has over 6 title defenses at 145 pounds and the only 145-pound world champion in UFC history. He was handed the belt coming out of the WEC because no one can deal with this dude. Okay, you got to go ahead and look at it this way. Was it time? Was it time? You know, because that's where I go ahead and I look at it like, well, maybe it was just time. Okay, we're talking about 10 years. But the thing is about it is like this, man. It's like this. Conor McGregor, I predict these things. Where does this guy get this shit from? Okay? He literally told Dana White. He told Dana White basically before the fight went down that he planned on knocking out Jose Aldo within the first minute. Within the first minute of the fight. Okay? Before that, he's over here predicting everything and it's going to go ahead and happen inside of Uriah Faber's camp. All right? Down to the fucking T. Okay? TJ Dillashaw is going to leave. He's going to stab you in the back. He's a snake in the grass. All this craziness going on, right? You know, and we're over here, we're watching the Ultimate Fighter like, oh, what is he talking about? That's his boy. This is surely not going to happen. This guy likes to start shit, but he does like to start shit, but he's so fucking right. And that's the crazy thing about it. That's the crazy thing about the situation. I can't talk more about this guy. Conor McGregor is such a phenom. No one has seen anything like it. And he's not going to be a bust. Let me tell you why. He's not going to go ahead and be a bust because this guy predicts these things. Okay? No one in history has ever done this before. No one in history has ever said they're going to go in with a guy that hasn't lost in 11 years and knock him out in 13 seconds in the first exchange. Okay? I looked down because I was eating a fry and I looked up and I saw Jose Aldo rolling on the ground. It was that bad. Yes. One winner. Huge winner. Huge winner because that was kind of, even though that bout happened, I'm so happy about Conor and stuff like that and I feel bad for Jose Aldo. We need to talk about the co-main event because that was actually a fight. I can't say enough about my boy Luke Rockhold. Okay, I love Chris Weidman to death. Okay, I love him, but I can't say enough about Luke Rockhold, who went ahead and put the doubters to sleep. I already knew that basically his floating is what he calls it. Basically his ability to be able to go ahead and be on top in jiu-jitsu, no one's able to go ahead and stop that. If Lyoto Machida can't, and he's a black belt in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, you already know that Chris Weidman can't. And here's the crazy thing about it, he did it in style, okay? Luke Rockhold now will keep that belt for a long time coming unless a 38-year-old Roman Empire looking hero named Yo Romero has something to do about it. But otherwise than that, guys, tune in next time. I want to go ahead and talk about this great fight coming up here on Saturday. You already know what I'm talking about here, folks. I'm talking about the Cowboy Don Cerrone taking on Rafael Dos Anjos. I'm talking about the return of Nate Diaz and the vengeance of Michael Johnson after his loss. Guys, let's go ahead and tune in. This is the Darion Terry Show. We'll see you soon.